Patience is hot and impatience is not anymore. Now, before you call me crazy, I'm Komal, and I'm the host of Before You Call Me Crazy, and today we're going to be talking about how impatience is so popular that we don't even realize it anymore. On social media, what videos do we see so much that are like going viral? It's people being impatient, but it doesn't look like they're being impatient. They're being like funny, but it's like people like screaming while they have road rage. Like that's funny. Or like laugh at like Karens, right? That are like super impatient. But I mean, Karens are doing a little too much, obviously. It's not just impatience. They're like rude too. But like, you know what I mean? Like a lot of viral trending videos are always like impatience. Like that's kind of like what's going on in the scene. Okay. And I kind of realized that because like people like to see people like angry, right? Like that's like humor. That's like funny. Like people like to see like screaming, like shouting at the camera, all that stuff. Okay. After I saw this, I was like, wait, there's so much impatience just all around us at all times in life. And I've just never realized it until now. When I am waiting at a restaurant with my friends, I realized how impatient me and my friends are. My friends are going to listen to this and be like, Kamal, what? You literally never said this to us. I was thinking about it for my podcast, sorry. But I was literally at the restaurant and all me and my friends are like, oh, where is the food? Like, where is the food? Like, we are so annoyed, hungry. We're like screaming, laughing, like whatever. Like, we're being like funny, but it's like impatience, right? And like, that's okay that impatience drives humor. But I just want you to realize for a second how much it's in our lives. Another thing is road rage, okay? When we are waiting in traffic or when we are angry that someone is speeding in front of us or anything like that, okay? Like that is impatience. Where do we have to be so bad? Is it life or death? Is it life or death? Let's be for real here. Is it that deep? No, not really. And then another thing I realized is like I snap at people really quickly sometimes when I feel impatient, okay? And I realized that all around us in our life, impatience is everywhere, okay? Without even us realizing it, and I'm not even saying impatience is a toxic trait or anything like that. It's very normal. We see it all over social media and we think it's funny, we think it's humor. But is there a point when the humor turns a little too real and we need to create that boundary? I realized that I was a little too impatient and I never realized it before because all my friends are impatient and we make jokes and we laugh and it's road rage and it's like banging on the steering wheel like during traffic, like let's go. And then we're like laughing and whatever. But there's a point when that humor kind of becomes serious into our everyday lives. And then we find ourselves being impatient when it's not funny, you're just impatient. Like when you're just like, oh, like waiting 10 minutes for a meal at a restaurant and you're like, oh, where is my food? And it's like, wait, calm down. You're not the only person in this restaurant. Like just be a little bit patient. The food will come to you. Like, you know what I mean? Anyways, that's my little preface on how impatience is all around us. Now we're going to get into how did I become self-aware about how impatient I was? And then second of all, how does being more patient benefit you in life? First off, when I met my boyfriend, Max, I've already said this before, he's a very simple, calm man. He's like the opposite of me. Like when I say like, I am like loud and crazy and he's like simple and calm and quiet, okay? And basically, when I met Max, I realized that when I would drive with him, he would like never get road rage. Or like when we were like waiting at a restaurant, he would just like calmly sit there and just like wait and like not even like think about the food that's like going to the table. You know what I mean? And he would kind of react weird, like not weird, but like he would react like, what are you doing? When I would show impatience. Like when I would be like, oh, like why are we in traffic for so long? He'd be like, what do you mean so long? We've only been here for like 10 minutes. Like, calm down, we're gonna get there. And I'd be like, what did you just say to me? Then I was like, wait, let's take a few steps back. Or like we'd be waiting in a restaurant and I'd be like, oh, where's our food? They'd be like, Kamal, we're not the only customers here. Just wait, the food will come. There's no need to be impatient. And I was like, well, what did you just call me? But then I was like, wait, he's right. Like I'm so impatient. And like this impatience in the long run causes me so much more anger, unnecessary anger in my life that I do not need. Angry makes you age faster. I've realized that my impatience was causing so many fights and just anger and just stress in my life that was just not necessary whatsoever. Like, yes, there are times when impatience is funny and it's humor, but we have to realize that that can't be our everyday lives. And it's so easy to fall into that. It is so easy to fall into that. after observing this difference in between me and my partner and how he's so patient and I'm so impatient, I kind of realized that there's like a lot of like public decency or just like decency in general held in the concept of patience. There's something so like just like humanly decent. Is that even a phrase? Is that even a word? I don't know, but you get what I mean. Like there is something so like humanly decent about just like staying calm and just like waiting for your food and just like chilling out and just like enjoying the moment. I realized that and I was like, okay, wow, I need to get on that level of patience. And trust me, I was really, really bad. Like one person would walk across the street as I was like trying to park and I'd be like, literally F you, like, why are you in the road? Like I would yell at them. I'd be like, why are you in the road? Like I need to drive. I need to get to my parking spot. But like, was it that deep? No, Kamal, you were just literally crazy. Anyways, though, after I realized this difference, I started just calming down anytime I would feel impatience. And when you're impatient, it almost feels like a boiling pot of water like brewing, like in your mind. You're like, oh, I'm getting angry. Oh, I'm getting angry. And it's like kind of fun. Like as I've said like a million times, like it's humor to a point. Basically, every time I'd feel this like energy coming in, I would literally just say like, okay, Kamal, you're not gonna die. It's not that deep. Okay, you're still gonna get to your destination and you're gonna be fine. So let's calm down, take a chill pill, breathe a little. So I kept doing that. And oh my God, after like 3 months of doing this, I realized I was so much of a happier person. I am not even kidding. I am not kidding. Like I realized I was so much happier because I wasn't just angry at every single thing I was doing for no reason just because it was fun to be angry. It's not fun to be angry. It seems like it's fun in the moment, but it's not fun. And I realized that there's so much beauty in waiting and just being patient, but like waiting, like when you're waiting in traffic, use that time to like listen to a new podcast, this one, or tell your friends about a new podcast, this one, or call your mom and ask her if she watched a new episode of a podcast, this one. Like there is just so much beauty in waiting. There's so many things you can do with your time. Like I'm being so serious though. Like actually like play a damn board game. Like enjoy your life. Like not everything has to be in a rush. When you find this like grace for yourself, you kind of start finding it for other people also. When you find this patience within yourself, you kind of start getting this like weird, to me it was weird because I am a very like ready, set, go, impatient person generally. And I realized that I got more compassion for other people. Like for example, if a waitress was taking really long with my order, instead of like in my head being like, oh, why is it taking so long? Like whatever, I'd be like, wait, it's not her fault. She doesn't want to do this job at the end of the day. It's probably a hard job. You know, she's probably just having a rough day. She forgot to bring me my fried rice. It's okay. You know, we all have bad days at work. Calm down. Enjoy the wait. Guys, that was inspirational. Literally think about that. I realized that it literally made me judge other people less, but like not even judge, just like give them more compassion. Like when I see, oh my God, this is something really funny I started doing with my road rage. Anytime I see someone driving like a fucking lunatic, I want to like rip the tires out of their car and like put a knife in their tires and then the tires will deflate. Anytime I want to do that with a driver, I think in my head, what if it's a man going to his wife in the hospital because she's having her baby? What if? And then you're screaming at this man, he just want to go see his baby being born. You just got compassion from listening to that. So anyways, I think that every single time I see, or what if it's an old man and he's driving to see his wife for the last time? Yeah, that made you sad, didn't it? Huh? Exactly. So let him drive slow. That's what I started doing. I literally started making these fake scenarios to help me be patient in my car. Anger is literally dumb. Like being angry is stupid and boring, and it's actually not boring. That's such a lie. Being angry is all the drama in the world. It's so fun, but like it's not good for you in the long run. Okay, let's be for real. I literally challenge you to try this and tell me somewhere, to Instagram DM me or something. Like tell me what happens if when you try this. And I'm telling you, it's so annoying in the beginning because it is so fun. Like I've said this in a few episodes, like it is fun to be like judgy and it is fun to be mean. Like we are humans. Like we obviously will sometimes find joy in these like kind of like negative things. Like, but I literally challenge you to try this and tell me if it works for you, because it genuinely made me such a better person, I think. And it also made me look at other people that are impatient and be like, just enjoy the moment. Like you just gotta enjoy the present moment. You know what I mean? We're gonna do a little test right here. Okay? This is the test. Okay? Listen up. You guys, that was not even like 5 seconds. Like, literally get a grip if you got mad just now. Like, that was literally like 5 seconds. Like, you guys, I'm telling you, patience is virtue. I hope this episode helped anyone, or just like open your mind a little bit to patience versus impatience. Thank you so much for watching. Follow me on Instagram if you want to see when the next episodes will be posted, and even some behind the scenes. Let's be for real there. You know I'm gonna post that. And yeah, so if you watch this, you are hot, iconic, cool, pretty, and patient. Okay, bye.